be starting a new lecture series on Splanchnology. The term splanchnon means internal organs. So, splanchnology refers to the study of internal organs. It deals with the study of urinary, respiratory, digestive, and reproductive systems. All these systems are lined internally by mucous membrane, and it is a tube, and it opens at one or both ends to the exterior. First, we will be dealing with the digestive system. The digestive system consists of organs that are directly involved in the reception and digestion of food. The digestive organs are grouped as the alimentary canal, and the second one, the accessory organs. The first one, the alimentary canal. It is a musculomembranous tube, and it extends from mouth to anus. It has 5 parts, namely mouth, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, and intestine. The second one, accessory organs. The different accessory organs are the teeth, tongue, salivary gland, liver, and the pancreas. Now let's talk about the different parts of the alimentary canal. First among them is mouth. It is also called as cavum oris. Glossoepiglottic space is the space remaining when the mouth cavity is closed. The borders of the oral cavity are superiorly by hard palate, inferiorly by body of mandible and myohyoideus muscles, laterally by the cheeks, and posteriorly by the soft palate. The anterior opening is called as rima oris, which is closed by the lips. It is very extensive in case of dogs and pigs. Isthmus facium is the posterior part of the mouth which is communicating with pharynx. The space between the teeth and cheek is called the vestibule. It can be located easily when food accumulates there. It is capacious in case of cattle. Different glands like labial, buccal, and lingual glands are present in submucosa of oral cavity. In case of fowl, the cavum oris is triangular in shape, vestibule is absent, and has no teeth. Lips, also called as labia oris. They are musculomembranous fold which surrounds the rima oris. Upper and lower lip unite at the angle of the mouth, also called as commissure. Upper lip consists of muscle on its external portion which is located between the 2 nostrils. It is also called as nasolabial plate or planum nasolabialis. In case of carnivores and small ruminants, there is a median cleft in the upper lip called philtrum. Lips act as organ of prehension in sheep, goat, and horse. Beaks corresponds the structure of lips in case of fowl. Cheek. Cheek forms the lateral wall of mouth cavity and is attached to the alveolar borders of maxilla and mandible. The layers consisting of cheek are skin, muscular and glandular layer, and the mucous membrane. The muscular layer is composed of buccinated muscle. In case of cattle, the mucosa of cheek presents numerous papillae which are directed backward. A large papillae called papilla salvalis present at the level of upper 5th cheek tooth shows the opening of the Stensen's duct. In case of goat, the papilla salvalis is at the level of 3rd cheek tooth, and for sheep at the level of 4th cheek tooth. In case of horse, the papilla salvalis is at the level of upper third cheek tooth. Cheeks are absent in case of fowl. In case of dog, it is at the upper third cheek tooth. The gums are also called as gingivae, and it is composed of dense fibrous tissue. Hard palate. Hard palate is also called as palatum durum. It forms the roof of the mouth cavity. It is symmetrically divided into two halves by median palatine raphe. On either side of palatine raphe, the transversely directed palatine ridges, also called as rugae palatine, are present. In case of cattle, hard palate is limited cranially by the dental pad. Palatine ridges are 15 to 20 in number and distributed at cranial 2/3 of hard palate, and the remaining 1/3 is smooth. Between the first pair of palatine ridge and dental pad is the centrally located incisive papillae. On either side present the oral opening of the incisive duct, also called as nasopalatine duct. We can see the nasopalatine duct here. In case of sheep, the palatine ridges are 14, and in case of goats, it is 12 in number. Dental pad is also present in them. In case of horses, the dental pad is absent, and instead they have 6 incisor teeth on upper jaw. Palatine ridges are 16 to 18 in number in case of horses. Incisive papillae is present in them and is located between first pair of ridge and incisors. In dogs, the palatine ridges are 6 to 10 in number and they are curved. In case of pigs, there are 20 to 25 palatine ridges. Soft palate. Soft palate is also called as palatum mole. Soft palate separates the mouth from pharynx except during deglutition. Anteriorly, on each side of the soft palate, there is a thick fold of mucous membrane passing to the lateral border of tongue, called as palatoglossal arch or anterior pillars. There is another fold of mucous membrane passing to lower part of the lateral wall of the pharynx, called as the palatopharyngeal arches or the posterior pillars. Between these arches is the tonsillar sinus. The soft palate is well developed in case of horses and is about 6 inches long. In pig, the soft palate has a small median prolongation called as the uvula. In case of fowl, the soft palate is absent. Now let's discuss about the floor of the oral cavity. The rostral-free portion presents a papilla called sublingual caruncle, also called as bar, through which the duct of the salivary gland opens. Caudal to the sublingual caruncle, there is a central fold of mucous membrane which passes to the ventral surface of the tongue, called as the frenulum linguae. The frenulum linguae is double in case of pigs. So that's all for today. See you in the next part.